When they set off from South Georgia in 1914, the Endurance crew was taking a huge risk, one unimaginable today.
They had no long-range weather forecasts to guide them, and they couldn't have known they were sailing toward disaster. The thick pack ice trapped and then slowly crushed the Endurance, leaving the men stranded with no choice but to survive on the ice. They eventually found refuge on a tiny island off the tip of the Antarctic Peninsula. They were finally on dry ground. Today, we might use modern tech to call for help, but Shackleton didn't have that option. So he packed a few of his men in a lifeboat to look for rescue. After an 800-mile journey, Shackleton returned to South Georgia. It had been 17 months since the Endurance first set sail. But the ordeal wasn't over yet. To call for help, they'd need to reach a whaling station on the other side of the island. That's what pushed Shackleton to make the first crossing of South Georgia. We're coming up on the whaling station that would mean rescue for Shackleton, if only he could get there.
Look at that. And they left South Georgia on December 5th, 1914, and they got back here on May 20th, 1916. After that incredible sojourn, the 16 days crossing the roughest waters in the world in a little boat, and then having to trek all the way across this unknown mountainous island, this is where they reached on that early morning.
Right where we are.
Right where we are. And they listened and they heard the 7 o'clock whistle blow, telling the men to turn out.
Shackleton was able to alert the station and send rescue for his remaining crew. They kept lookout every day, but spirits were low. It had been 4 months since their captain left them for help. But on August 30th, 1916, Shackleton returned in a tugboat to rescue his crew.